Don't move. Hailstorm Mk.3 overview. Hi, I'm Ben from 498 Nerf, and today I'm showing off my latest Hailstorm modification, the Mk.3. Now, the Mk.3 on the inside, the internals, the motors, the batteries, the pusher mechanism, is the same as it is in the Mk.2 with one exception that I'll get to in a second. But the Mk.3 uses Kaizen 16-180s for the first stage of the flywheels, using MTB Rhinos in the second stage of the flywheels, using a Kaizen 17-114 for the pusher mech to push that through, and it's all running off of 4 IMR batteries. But I've also got a XD60 plug in here connecting, so I can connect in a LiPo and run it off of a 4S LiPo as well. Now, the one difference on the inside between the Mk.2 and the Mk.3 is the distance between the flywheels in the first and the second stage. In the Mk.2, they were kind of closer together. In the Mk.3, I've pushed them back out so they're about a dart distance apart. And that gives it a little bit of a performance increase. It's probably in the neighborhood of 5 to 10 FPS by moving those flywheels apart to that distance. Now, the major differences between the Mk.2 and the Mk.3 are on the outside. On the Mk.3, I left the front end of the Rapidstrike very similar to how it comes stock. I opened up the front, took that out, and used the Strife and the Rapidstrike barrels and put them together, and I turned it into a single faux barrel here with an orange tip to give it a front look. But I've opened the whole thing up in the front and extended out the front here. I used the battery tray out of the Strife. I cut that out and attached that to the side to hold the IMRs. And on the other side, I attached the magwell from the Strife to hold an extra magazine on the side, so that when you're using it, you have access to that second mag. You can reload it, you can pull it out, you can swap your mags out real easily. And I also used on the back here, I took the back of the Strife, the stock attachment point, and attached that onto the Mk.3 so that I could put a stock onto it. You could use it in the pistol form, or you could attach a stock onto the back of it and then use it in its full rifle form. Now, for the stock on this, I chose the Modulus Strike and Defend stock, and at first I wasn't sure about that, but once I got it apart and got the thing painted up, it painted up really nicely, and it ends up shouldering really, really nicely. The distance and the length just feel really, really nice. I used a Krylon, a forest green enamel paint for the base coat, and it's hard to see on the camera, but I used a silver, kind of a silver paint, and I just put a little dusting of silver over the top of it to give it a little bit of a highlight over top of the green, in addition to the silver accents. And then finally went over the whole thing with 3 coats of crystal clear enamel. The whole thing came together very, very nicely, and I'm very pleased with how the results came out. So, on to the firing demo and chrono tests. Chrono readings came in around 158 feet per second with a top shot that was average, with a top shot of the 166. So getting really good performance. One thing I forgot to mention in the previous part was that I added an LED in the front, the light. I put that on there, for low light situations. I just kind of thought it looked cool. So anyways, very happy with the way this turned out. What do you think? Did turn out better? Did it turn out better cosmetically than the Mk.2? Let me know in the comments below.